Welcome to Wargroove. Alright, we're playing on Candle's Keep, previously known as CAFO. And I just had a test of how quickly I could carry my laptop before time ran out on my turn. I'm gonna go for an Alsame-style Giant Rush. Let me see. So I can't spend more than 300 gold. A pike. Yeah, there we go. Opponent's probably wondering what's taken me so long. Had to set up my mic. My apologies, Mint. Alright. My opponent went for Vesper in front of the village. Usually you want to put your knight in front of the village so that you can crit the gate next turn. That's what I did. But it's not necessary. You can do it that way, but now I'm not sure what they're doing. Yeah, I think they just delayed the knight by a turn. Probably not worth it. You can put the commander in front of the village and then use the knight instead of a crit on this village. I saw someone do that. I think I mentioned it in a previous Quickplay video before Double Trouble came out, but I think they just fubbed it a little bit. Ooh. Well, why a pike below the racks? That's curious. Maybe they're trying to destroy this gate and get like a trebuchet out. I've never seen that before. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and capture this village and use my knight to wreak some havoc on this village. It's a very nice chain. That's why you put the knight in front of this village. So you can go gate, village on the bottom. Very nice pattern. This is pretty weak, so you can get groove off of it. This goes down, so you get an early village. I could just straight build a dragon if I wanted to, but we said we were going to go for the Alsame-style golem rush, so let's golem rush. Normally I prefer to go like Harpy Knight on this turn, or maybe Harpy Pike. I was feeling the golem. Now keep in mind I didn't make any anti-air, so if my opponent goes dragon, I could be in a bit of trouble, because the dragon would wreak havoc on my poor golem. But that's okay, if they go dragon, then I just need to hang back, make some Alkady Alchemists. Still, I'm not sure if the golem rush was particularly worth it before making an Alk. We'll see how it turns out. We'll see if they go for the dragon. Either way, as far as income is concerned, I'm a little bit ahead, and I don't think they'll catch me this turn. A witch. Interesting. Chose not to go for dragon, but a witch instead. Maybe they're... And double alchemist. So maybe they want air dominance, and then they're going to go for the dragon? But until they have a dragon, my golem is unchecked, and I can start pumping out alchemists, so that witch doesn't worry me so much. Alright, the Alk is moving to the center, but probably should have moved one space forward. Oh, sword or village? Well, the village is worth more than the sword, oddly enough. And the sword is on the mountain. Oh, I see the pike is coming down to attack me over here. Very clever. Very clever. I'm gonna go for the econ damage, though. Yeah, I could lose the sword, but let's go for the full. I want to get Wargroove as quick as we can. Alright, we'll put Pike over here to start defending this village, and I guess I'll just move forward with this. And then we'll build that Alchemist. Great, so that'll protect it if the dragon comes out. I think we're done. So checking the income, I've been ahead at the end and the beginning of my turn. Sorry, the end of my turn and the end of Mint's turn. So I've pretty much had a consistent lead because they were a little bit slower on the opening. But I like this pike coming down. I've never seen that before, but usually you send the pike this way so that it's here, and the pike can stand on the mountain and threaten the knight. I think that's just faster. That way you don't have to cross the river and everything. Also, your pike is here in case you need to do something over here. Yeah, I lived. I figured I'd probably live if I did it this way. Really, I could have attacked with Wolfar first and then the sword, and then I definitely would have lived, but it doesn't really matter. Now I can put Wolfar here, attack there, or if there's like a lethal on that space, I could just probably move Wolfar here, attack the alchemist, retreat the sword, maybe heal it. I've got options. Now that this pike is here, I'm threatened off. They are going to be able to take this village back. But it's kind of okay, because I've got a pike and I'm about to do the same thing. Also, I'm threatening the center of the map, and I can just push for a win if they let me. So we've got some options at our disposal. You know, that witch is really holding off my harpies. But how much gold do I have next turn? Yeah, probably just enough for one more alchemist anyway, so I'm probably not going to do anything with air. Not right now. Gotta say, this is kind of impressive because I can't mirror them and try to take that village back. That being said, I'm also kind of free to just whack this. A little bit worried about the possibility of losing my sword. Alright, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna move Mr. Knight over here. Bit of a retreat. Oh, where should the golem go? Well, my golem really isn't threatened by anything here. I'm gonna move him forward, start threatening a stronghold, make sure Vesper can't hit my alk. Great. Mr. Pike is safe. Everybody looks pretty good. I think a knight is the way to go. I'd like a little bit more anti-air in case the dragon comes out, but they just don't have the gold for it. So I want to be aggressive right now. Knight counters the double mage they went for, and their own knight, and a Vesper looks like she wants to go aggressive, so a knight would be pretty good for me. This sword needs to heal. If I heal off this village, though, they could just take it back from me. So I'll probably just send the sword super far back to be safe. I could take this village, but I do more gold damage just attacking in like this and get groove. Probably didn't need it, but that's fine. I'd kind of like to advance this, but it dies if I do. Yeah, so we'll leave Mr. Pike for now. Well, I could put it here. Can't really attack it if I put it there, but then I'm not, like, going for that village anymore. The Alk can't really reach it. I should have put my Alk here so I could have captured that village. Whoopsie. It's fine. I think we'll underturn. There's some debate right now about Wolfar and how strong Wolfar is. Personally, I think Wolfar is S tier. I think Wolfar is one of the best commanders. But one of the best players in Wargroove, Mathlord, has said that Wolfar right now is okay, is not great. The problem is Wolfar has an amazing groove with insane flexibility, right? You can do like a cheap version of Tenri, you can do a cheap version of Caesar, you can do a cheap version of so many things, a cheap version of Sigrid. The problem is, Wolfar has to get in melee range like Sigrid to use the groove. Obviously, Wolfar's better than Sigrid because it's a fast charge groove. Ooh. This is really dangerous, unless... Yee. Alright, so generally you don't want to take risks like that and sacrifice a unit, because without that unit, Wolfar is pretty free to do stuff around here. There's some plays they could do using the Witch to block me. Yeah, that was really smart. Because that means I can't get through here. Unfortunately, though, it doesn't work because I have Wolfar Groove. Otherwise, this would have been brilliant. I was literally just saying maybe they should do this. But with Wolfar Groove, I can just kill the Witch outright. And even damage this Knight while I'm at it. Because, keep in mind, all of this flagstone on the map, with Wolfar Groove, I can knock the Witch into flagstone, damage everything around it, and kill the Witch, because it can't survive on flagstone. So that's what I'm going to do. And then... Can I just kill Vesper? I don't know. I'm going to try. Yeah, then I think I might try to kill Vesper, but we'll see how that goes. These guys will recapture this village. Oh, they've actually recovered on income, not bad at all. But it's going to cost them too much. They threw away too many units here defending. I think this was actually pretty smart what they did with the sword and the pike, stopping my knight like that and then sending Vesper over here. It was pretty cool. I might actually want to see a more refined version of this. Like if they hadn't fubbed the opening a little bit, maybe this would have been really neat. But unfortunately, they made too many mistakes like that. I could go in on Vesper. I could just stomp this Alchemist. Decisions. Well, we're definitely taking that out. I think my sword can come back to the front now. Yeah, because there's nothing... Oh, no, that guy can hit it. Well, like, I could just trap Vesper here. Like, try to pull off a kill, but there's Pike crit on my Golem. I don't know. And there's Pike crit on the Alk if I try to block for Vesper. And there's nothing really guarding this square, so I think I'll play it, like, super safe and just do that. Yeah. Alright. I'm gonna put my pike here. And then move my knight really far forward. So this knight can't really go in on my pike right now. It's too weak. There's a lot going on. Vesper can't go in on my alchemist. She'd be surrounded and just die. I think I'll bring my sword back here just so that I can capture this village, but then the mage will go in on it. So we'll just heal my sword. Great. Alright, now I'd like to deal with this thing. There's no more anti-air really on the map, so I can go ahead and build that harpy now. Because the witch is gone, the alchemists are gone, except for that one, which is super weak. And I'll just build a dog because I want a fast unit since I'm playing very aggressive right now. I'm trying to end the game. So I was able to keep income up. I think when my opponent captures this, it'll be a little bit difficult for me to stay ahead, but it doesn't matter. I'm so far ahead on units and gold worth right now. Like, just having this giant right next to the stronghold with Wolfar right next to the stronghold, I'm threatening victory, and a knight next to the stronghold. If they don't block off this stronghold somehow, or stop me somehow, I win next turn. Golem, Wolfar, knight. Knight hits on the left, Wolfar hits on the... Oh, I guess they'd both have to hit on the left. Well, I win probably in 2 turns. Odds are, though, I won't really attack the stronghold. I'll just attack the things that come to defend it. Because you really don't want to attack the stronghold unless you're sure you can kill it. Otherwise, you're just weakening your units for no reason, and it just regenerates. A great way to give your opponent a comeback is to attack the stronghold when you haven't really thought it through. Alright, Vesper went to recover. What's this knight gonna do? That's important. The knight went to recover too. That leaves me to cap this village. The knight could just take it back, admittedly, but with maybe proper knight positioning of my own, I could prevent that. It really depends what I want to do now. Great defensive formation. It's really difficult for me to get in here and attack stuff. Not sure how I'm going to go about it. So always move the obvious units first. This Harpy is uncontested, so I'm going to go ahead and move it. I definitely want to give Wolfar Groove, so I'll let Wolfar have the killing blow on that. This pike is pretty much free. I'm going to attack it from, let's see, yeah, this side. I don't think the Harpy could get me from either side, but yeah. I'll attack it from this side, that way the pike can't cross. Oh, it can't cross anyway. Yeah, on second thought, I'll attack it from here. On road, that's fine. Nothing can hit me. Alright, gonna move over here to recap this village, and I'll have the knight just take it. Let me see. Yeah, as long as that's in the way, this Harpy can't hit my knight, so we're good on that front. Great, staying nice and healthy on income. Gonna take this, and I'd like to set up a knight crit on the HQ, just to force them to have to contend with my knight, but unfortunately, they did a great job of positioning their units to try to defend against this. So instead, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my alchemist in this super safe position so that the Harpy can't go anywhere near this stuff without dying, and put the knight over here. Now the Harpy's dead if it attacks into me, the knight's dead if it attacks into me, Wolfar is safe. They can go for this village, but I'll take their HQ if they do, so I'm forcing them to fight me where I'm really, really strong. I think that's game. It's probably game. It's really difficult for them to build mages right now, since I have knights and golems and all that stuff, so I'll just keep spamming Harpies and then add a random sword, I guess. We're pretty much just closing out the game at this point. There's no reason we shouldn't win. Having a fast charge groover on this map into a slow charge groover is pretty good. Like, Vesper's up in the air right now, how strong Vesper is. If you've seen my tier list video, you know that I did not rank Vesper very highly when all this began. Some players have managed to win games in the Groove of War 4 tournament with Vesper, but the problem is, she's a slow groover, and you really, really, really have to benefit from that groove. It's kind of like if you don't, then she might as well not have one. So you could sort of threaten some interesting cheeses with her groove, you could threaten some interesting engages or surrounds with her groove, but it's not a groove you can win from behind with. You have to be at least even. And right now I'm too far ahead. Even if Vesper got groove, it wouldn't matter, and I think she's just outright dead in this position. Yeah, that looks pretty dead. Wolfar, Knight, Golem. I mean, I could also kill the stronghold, so, like, I have 2 win conditions opened right now. There's really nothing they can do. I'm almost tempted to BM and just try to take as many units on the board as I can, but my opponent is ignoring a win condition, and it would be silly of me to do that. I'm just going to end the game. Yeah, what am I thinking? Quickplay is fun, and it would give them a chance to come back. Like, unit count-wise, they're not that far behind, and they just got ahead of me on income, which is pretty impressive. I gotta give Mint credit for that, but unfortunately, they've just abandoned their HQ, and I really can't let that slide. Because I could attack this thing on 4 sides. GG. Alright, great game, Mint. Sorry if I was a little critiquish there. I've played so many games on this map when it used to be called KFO. So, a bit of advice for playing this map. You probably almost always want to put the knight in front of the village. if you're not putting the knight in front of the village, you're not going to get that cool crit chain as fast. You saw when the way Mint did it, it was 1 turn delayed. Unfortunately, the game started before I was recording, so you didn't see the way I did it, but basically just put the knight in front of that village and put the commander on top of the village. That way you can walk your commander to the village at about the same time, but the knight gets out a turn early and gets that cool crit chain I showed you with the gate, and then the village, and then the other village, and then you retreat it and send it to the center when you need to. Or if they defend that last village, just send it straight to the center. And then if you get the center on this map, you saw how powerful that was. I was threatening everywhere. First of all, I was able to keep income, even though I was sort of losing the corner villages, because I was able to keep the center villages. And I was able to threaten everybody away from the center, and threaten their stronghold all game, and they either had to engage me or just give me the win. So it's really powerful to take the center on KFO like that. I've lost so many games where my opponent took the center and I was just forced out and there was nothing I could do. Alright, I hope you enjoyed this game, a little bit of an analysis of Candle's Keep. I really like some of the stuff Mint did with keeping the corner villages and income. You just have to combine it with attacking the center and making sure you don't give away units. I think if they tweaked their opening a little bit, that could have been really scary. There were a few moments where I was like, if I hadn't had that extra turn, I might be in trouble right now. I might be losing on economy, losing on income. So yeah, pretty cool strategies, Mint. Hopefully we'll play again soon. That's all for now, and welcome to Wargroove.